Welcome to News Today with WWE News Today. I'm Tom Cruise. Here now the news for January 10th, 2020. And we're, of course, coming to you from Disney's Hollywood Hotel at Hong Kong Disneyland today. Late last December, a basic yet delicious new menu of breakfast offerings was introduced to the Friars Nook in the Magic Kingdom as a means of expanding the limited breakfast options in the park. While the menu was initially meant to be a limited time offering, due to positive guest feedback, it has been made a permanent fixture, according to cast members at the quick service location. The full breakfast menu is now available to view online and on the My Disney Experience app. You can check out our full review of the Friars Nook breakfast at wwnt.com. The Gateway gift shop at the entrance of EPCOT will be closing on January 13th for refurbishment. The store is set to reopen on January 19th with the addition of a package pickup service area. Directly across, the new Camera Center and Pin Trader store recently opened with a new look. Over the outside of the park on the west side of the main entrance, the gift stop store and package pickup location will be closing on January 18th. That's why they need to move package pickup inside the park. The gift stop cart will remain open. I, for one, am hoping that the Gateway gift sign survives. It's been a mainstay of the park since it opened in 1952. I love that sign. It is vintage Epcot, but chances are it's finally going to bite the dust. It's the big one, Elizabeth, for the Gateway gift sign. Over in the France Pavilion, a new digital marquee sign has been installed at Palais du Cinéma, I'm probably butchering that, ahead of the Beauty and the Beast sing-along debut on January 17th. The digital marquee makes it easy for cast members to switch from the logo for the Impressions de France to the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, which is the flip of a switch, which is good because the two shows will be alternating starting on the 17th. Nothing quite sets the mood of a World Showcase Pavilion or any pavilion at Epcot like its background music. This week, new music has debuted at a number of World Showcase pavilions. The France Pavilion received a new music loop with various songs from Disney movies like Beauty and the Beast, like Be Our Guest and Human Again, the Aristocats, and even a few other songs that sound right out of Ratatouille. Over in the Mexico Pavilion, a new background music loop features songs like Remember Me from Coco. And in the China Pavilion, fans of the 1998 Mulan film will be delighted by the full roster of songs from the movie added to the background music loop, including Reflection, A Girl Worth Fighting For, Honor to Us All, and I'll Make a Man Out of You. This is a drastic change for the park, and this is, I think, a controversial change. A lot of people upset that just Disney character music playing in a lot of these World Showcase pavilions, these real places in many cases. You can hear the clips right here on our YouTube channel. We have audio clips of all those new pieces of background music for you. The full menu with prices has been revealed for the Regal Eagle Smokehouse, Craft Drafts, and Barbecue at Epcot. This new fast casual barbecue experience at the American Adventure will offer up classic American backyard barbecue from around the United States, as well as a variety of home-style craft brews. On the menu are a variety of sandwiches and platters, as well as a plant-based option. You can chow down on sliced Texas beef brisket sandwich with house-made spicy mop sauce on garlic toast, or the South Carolina smoked sausage sandwich with tangy mustard sauce and caramelized onions. Check out the full menu right now on our site. Disney's Hollywood Studios has once again altered its operating hours. Now through January 26th, the park will open at 7 a.m., which is a change from the scheduled 8 a.m. opening. Morning extra magic hours have been shifted to the evening as well in January, with these occurring on January 12th, 19th, and 26th. Extra magic hours are from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and are for registered guests staying at participating Walt Disney World Resort hotels and official Walt Disney World hotels. Disney has revealed a new Mickey cartoon short-inspired poster for their series celebrating the March 4th debut of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at the park. The new three-legged race poster features Mickey and Pete teaming up for a big race after Minnie chooses to partner with Daisy. Be sure to check out the three-legged race video short for a look inside an amazing cartoon universe you'll be able to experience like never before when Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opens March 4th at Hollywood Studios, and later, of course, in 2022 at Disneyland. New entrance marquees were also installed for the Fast Pass Plus and standby queues, as well as the new exit signs of the Chinese Theater. Two glaring yellow decal stickers now cover up the new signs, so you can't see them quite yet. Originally previewed back in early December, the first piece of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway merchandise has hit stores. The toy train is an exact replica of Goofy's Run-Amuck Railroad car, with the front engine and passenger seats, complete with pull-down safety bars, included in the back. If you look closely, you'll notice that the train has all the makings of the original, down to the RRR logos, the bells, lights, and smokestack. The train actually moves, you just pull it back and watch it zoom by. Despite buttons on the sides, the toy train does not light up or make any sounds. And if you're curious about the actual ride vehicles for the attraction, guests will board a 16-passenger train consisting of 4 separate cars that hold 4 guests each, 2 rows of 2, before it departs the train barn at the beginning of the attraction. Found the toy at the Disney's Old Key West Resort inside the Conch General Store for $9.99. What a weird place to find that. The low price, which won't last, I'm sure, makes it a must-have for casual fans and a ride vehicle enthusiasts alike. Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway again opens March 4th, 2020 at Hollywood Studios. Blizzard Beach, the ski resort-themed water park at Walt Disney World, closed for an extended refurbishment last September. The refurbishment was originally set to conclude on January 13th, but has now been extended. It will now be completed on January 18th, with the park opening to guests on January 19th. Typhoon Lagoon will then close for its annual refurbishment, and Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, of course, close every winter for refurbishments during the cold season. Makes sense, right? Cowie Brandt, the beloved Hawaiian cultural representative and former dancer from Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, better known as Aunt Cowie, has passed away. 88-year-old Anaki Auntie Cowie Brandt was a Disney legend at the Polynesian, entertaining guests with hula lessons and handmade leis for over 30 years. In 1971, she left for Florida to help open Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. She became a staple of the resort ever since. Brandt helped develop and launch the popular luau shows at Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and continued working full-time at the Polynesian long after leaving the stage as a cultural representative. For many fans of the Poly, saying hi to Aunt Cowie was part of the essential resort experience, and for regulars, she was regarded as an old friend and the very embodiment of the spirit of Hawaii. The Polynesian will never be the same. With just over a week to go until the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance opening at Disneyland, signage is already up for visitors at Galaxy's Edge to help find their way to the Resistance. Hopefully the First Order doesn't look. Guests at Black Spire Outpost can find the attraction at the bottom of the sign, directing guests to head out to the forest to find the base. The entrance to the attraction is located at the old outpost, which the Resistance has turned into its base of operations on Batuu. The sign feels organic, somewhat. I don't know. It's weird. You can see it. Decide for yourself whether you like it or not, right? Again, Rise of the Resistance opens January 17th at Disneyland, and starting on that day, as needed, a virtual queue for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance may be implemented to help deliver the best possible guest experience, allowing guests to explore other areas of the park while waiting for their turn to ride. The Disneyland app will have a dedicated module, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance Access by Boarding Group, available from the main page. Request to join a boarding group to ride the attraction, and once you have entered Disneyland Park, you can do that. The virtual queue will not be available until published park opening hours. Boarding groups will be sent a push notification when it's their turn to enter the attraction queue, and you can monitor the status of the boarding groups from the app. Admission into Star Wars Rise of the Resistance will be subject to capacity, and having an assigned boarding group will not guarantee entrance to the attraction. While cast member previews were not held at Hollywood Studios for the opening of Rise, Disneyland cast members are indeed getting to experience the attraction before most guests on Batuu West, if you want to call it that, as previews are now underway. Preview signage is now out at the attraction, reminding cast to have their Blue ID and boarding group ready. Cast members will be allowed to preview Rise of the Resistance through January 17th. During this time, cast will be testing the park's announced virtual queue system, the boarding groups, ahead of the attraction's official opening. A number of additional ID checkpoints are set up throughout the queue to ensure that there are no unaccompanied guests sneaking in. Mobile ticket kiosks are stationed near It's a Small World for cast members to obtain tickets for their guests. In just over a week, you can ring in the Year of the Mouse at Disney California Adventure with a one-of-a-kind festivities, culinary delights, and character greetings from January 17th through February 9th, 2020 for the park's Lunar New Year celebration. While the new merchandise and Mulan-themed procession is a big draw for many, it's really the food that brings everyone together, and now full menus have been revealed for the Lunar New Year marketplaces, as well as details on the 2020 Sip and Savor Pass, which features a special lanyard at discount price for annual pass holders. The Sip and Savor Pass consists of a commemorative credential and 6 coupons redeemable for food and beverage offerings excluding alcohol at select marketplace kiosks and dining locations. Each Sip and Savor Pass is $42, including tax. In addition to a reduced price, annual pass holders will also receive a special pass holder lanyard. Check out the full Lunar New Year menus at www.nt.com. Work is halfway completed at Tokyo Disneyland Cinderella Castle. Lots of progress has been made on the project, including the return of the top spire. There's not a huge, big gap anymore, you'll be happy to find. The amount of scaffolding itself hasn't changed. The covering is also still the same at the same level. The only area where lower level work is going on is around the back, and if work has started at this point, I'd bet it's a sign that more work on the lower section of the castle is coming soon. It's been several years since the castle has been repainted, so it's probably something that is happening at this point. The refurbishment of the castle ends in exactly 3 months on April 7th. Very, Very Minnie is on now at Tokyo Disneyland. From January 10th through March 19th, you can celebrate the nostalgic past of Tokyo Disney Resort with Minnie Mouse. The center of the event is a new show at Showbase in Tomorrowland called It's Very Minnie. The Oriental Land Company was kind enough, of course, to invite us for a special preview, which is why I'm out here in Asia, so we could share this delightful show with you. In the new show, guests experience a delightful celebration of Minnie Mouse and her starring roles in the parks over the years. Music and costumes from TDR Entertainment through the years return in scenes from various styles themed to Latin music, romance, and club dancing. And here to play and sing through it all is Minnie Mouse, of course, and her love of fashion. In the finale, Disney friends gather dressed in costumes inspired by Minnie Mouse for a climactic performance of a new song created specially for this show. Needless to say, this has been a huge hit. We checked it out. It was fantastic. It's a great trip through time. If you're at all familiar with the shows of the past at the Tokyo Disney Resort. You can watch the show in full, not here on our YouTube channel because it's blocked thanks to the music, but you can watch it in full at www.nt.com in the post that's labeled video, Very, Very Minnie, or It's Very Minnie, sorry. But the full video is there. We got it in there for you. Every day, the new Very Minnie remix rolls through Tokyo Disneyland, featuring songs and dances from past TDR events as well. There's 2 versions on each parade run and 3 versions for different days. So you could see the show 6 times and see something different every single time. The one we saw was day 1, location B. It featured Fiesta Tropical and Bonfire Dance. So without further ado, you can go and watch that as well right now, again, on our website and not here on YouTube because the music gets the video blocked. Exclusively for this year's Very, Very Minnie celebration, you can get Minnie-shaped soap dispense onto your hands at 2 locations across Tokyo Disneyland. The foam soap follows a familiar circular mouse pattern, topped with a bow this time for the fabulous Minnie. Very, Very Minnie soap dispensers can be found in Critter Country, at the hand-washing station next to Rackety Raccoon's Saloon, and at the Tomorrowland hand-washing station near the Pan-Galactic Pizza Port. We also got a special hand-washing lesson from Miko from Pocahontas. You probably want to check out this video in full. It's right here on our YouTube channel. That one's not blocked, thankfully. You can watch that one. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to www.nt.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corrillo saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now, I'm going to check out this weird music box someone gave me. I'm sure no harm can come of opening this music box, right? Uh-oh.